Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without that hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. I'ma let bygones be bygones. I'ma keep rapping till I turn into an icon. Back against the ropes, kept swinging like Tyson. Back in the booth now, snapping as a python. Had to rise up to the horizon. Use my words to connect, no Verizon. Speak the truth, I'ma show you chase your dreams. I'm living proof, not the industry type, but I'ma grind from the roots. Ooh, see my family struggle from the start. I'm gonna change the trajectory. Put some respect on me. Plant the seeds daily, foundation, that's the recipe. If you walked in my shoes, then you knew this meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without that hating, dog, man, this is meant for me. Whatever come my way, this was meant for me. Trying to share my story, this is history. Now it's not a mystery. Stop without that hating, dog, man, this is meant for me.
Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action. We've got the visitors facing the home team. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And Fort Worth with possession here. Here's Daniels. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Pass to Durant. It's hauled in by White. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Fort Worth. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Paul George. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
The three-pointer off the mark. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Durant's shot is off. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Towns with a rebound.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Out to the right wing. Towns on a screen. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on White. That one's off.
At the line for your home team.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Pass to Holmgren. George with a steal. Now here's Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Inside, Towns.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. With the drive. Can't connect from short range. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Ooh, poked away. Here's Tatum. Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2. Durant for three. Hero right side. Pass to George. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And Tatum's got the ball here for Fort Worth. Here's Pack. Shoots over George. Again, the miss by Fort Worth. And it's rejected. And they'll get another chance.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense. He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Now here's Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Pack can't get it to go.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get one free throw, and they'll keep possession here. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant,
if she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The it's fake, for real. Still that way. Run up and feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get chipped like ice. The prices went up, the checks come down from talking that spice. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TDE, step a whole rep, that. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp, bet. Put a ribbon on it. Real, never switch that. Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, and it's still that way. Broad day, live that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, and it's still that way. Still that way.
Échale ganas, mija. Lista, ponte viva. Los tiempos duros pasarán, no te rindas. Tienes que ser trucha. I could feel my blessings, they around the corner. I know that better days ain't need much longer. Cause I'm just present, focused, think I need to get out. 40s, 24, thank you, Lord. I know where I'm from, not many make it to the lead. But we bout this function, bout to crush it, best believe. I could see them moving and it's like a TV screen. Straight out from the valley, you know what it be. Échale ganas, mija. Lista, ponte viva. Los tiempos duros pasarán, no te rindas. Tienes que ser trucha. And I ain't gon' let a hard time get the best of me. Get the best of me.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. It's Fort Worth and the home team. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Down low, Hack. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Here's Pack. And the three off target. Outside, George. Inside. And the rejection by Holmgren. And here's Daniels. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
5 on the clock. And Durant launches from deep. It's hauled in by Fort Worth. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Towns. Doesn't go that time.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
It's tipped. And so out of bounds it goes. They'll keep possession. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. KD a screen. A steal. Here's Peck. That 3 off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Takes it inside. 6 to shoot. A wide open look for Durant. Off target from outside.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside, George. Lopez a screen. Trying to get something going. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Charles Lee.
Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Pass to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Fort Worth shooting their first free throw tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Here is Daniels. In the corner. Tatum with it. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here is Durant. Pass to George. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
On the wing, Daniels. Fort Worth moving the ball around. To the paint. Here's Peck. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
and didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now Hero, after the missed three from Chet Holmgren.
Easy money for the Slim Reaper. Nice finish.
And they double up Murray. And George hits the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
Turner with the screen. Here's Brooks. Out to Turner. Fort Worth with another miss. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Fort Worth.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure.
Clock at 6. Here's Murray. That's short off the rim. And it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
Carr, no good. To the inside. Nisi lays it up off the glass.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And they double up Murray. Pass to Brooks. And it's Connect in the corner. Fort Worth needs to get off a shot. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Now here's Murray. To the middle. Here's Turner. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And the dunk by Towns.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl-Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
On the wing, Murray. Pass to Connect. For the three. And the rejection by Towns. Just 3 on the clock.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
It'll count. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Leading by just 2. And back with the... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Murray. Pass to Pack. Oubre pulls it in. Towns with it. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. No good on the 3.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Outside Tatum. And they double up Murray. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. That one is on Towns. For Fort Worth, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. DeJounte Murray is not one for the fast lane. He said, I come from all that stuff, but I've been done that. I'm a homebody. I'm focusing on basketball. There's a lot going on in this world, so it's about being smart. Kevin, growing up in South Seattle, he's seen it all. Back to you.
Yeah, you know, David, he counts himself fortunate to have escaped all of that. Thank you.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White, rise and fire from three-point, and it is on target.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Pack. Murray outside to the left side wing. Holmgren wide open. Another three for Fort Worth.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And it's Oubre off the drive, and it's in there. Oubre's got his first points in this one.
I tell you, like lightning, Kelly Oubre flashes through on the drive. No one quick enough to stop him.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton.
Second team.
That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Tatum. Tatum draws the double. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Holmgren's got 10.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now with the lead.
Right side Durant. Great D that time from Tatum. Fort Worth leading by 5. Here's Pat. He has 6. For 3, Holmgren. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Katie, so efficient in there. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Tatum at the elbow. Pass to Pat. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky. When he moves around the floor, Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Daniels with it. Here's Pat. Defended by George. A fadeaway. And it's Pat missing.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Fort Worth making a change here. And the home team has possession. They trail by 1. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Now Daniels. And Durant comes to help. Now here's Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Brooks outside. Fort Worth with another miss.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The 3. They get it back. Back to KD. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's 9 points for KD.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Inside. Here's Connect. .133 left to play here in the half. Here's Brooks. Here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Now, this is why Miles Turner is such a high percentage scorer. You combine length, athleticism, and basketball skills. Good luck with that defense.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Connects from three-point range.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. .105 left in the first half of basketball. And here is Giddey. Knocked loose. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Giddey. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Here's Giddey. From down in the low post, it goes. Giddey's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Pass to Brooks. Here is Carr. 6 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Murray. And Lopez pulls it down. Now Sharp. Brooks covering. Here's Oubre. And the layup's good off the glass.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
6 seconds left in the second quarter. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Up 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Hero with it. He has yet to score. High post, KD. Pass to Hero. Here's Towns. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Holmgren.
Team foul.
Well, making sure you get the shot opportunity through contact. Karl-Anthony Towns goes to the free throw line.
And Towns drops them both. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
It's intercepted. Latre. And it's White missing. Right side, George. Pass to Towns. Outside for KD. And he drives in. That one drops for him. 7 points in the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. chipped away. Shot clock at 5. Outside, Hero. It's George on the wing, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now, Fort Worth with it. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
And so he makes both from the line.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Outside Tatum. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Jason Tatum has proven he can score at the NBA level, but you want to see him share the basketball pretty fast.
Here's Pack. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
3 points.
And it's 13 points for P.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Over in the corner, Hero. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here is Fort Worth now. A 2-point game. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
KD can't get it to go. And the points coming for them now, Greg in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Pass to Holmgren. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. And so it looks like it'll still be Fort Worth's ball.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Max got 9 points now in just the second half. A tight game here in Charlotte. Durant in the corner. Outside, George. The kick out to Towns. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Towns. No good again that time. Fort Worth leading by 4. Here's Peck. And it's blocked. And so it looks like it'll still be Fort Worth's ball. And Fort Worth with some changes. Fort Worth moving the ball around. Murray outside. Fires from deep. Lopez grabs the board.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
Carr sets a screen. Here's Murray. Pass to Carr. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Carr's got his first bucket of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Back to Giddey. 6 to shoot. Lopez left side. That's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And sometimes you think maybe they're just getting a little too comfortable with the lead, maybe a bit too casual this quarter.
Pass to Murray from the top of the key. Good on the jump shot. Now it's a 5-point Fort Worth lead.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Back to Giddey. Lets it go with a three. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
What I admire most about Brook Lopez is his willingness to adapt his game to fit whatever the system needs. This guy has been the consummate pro.
Pass to Henderson.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Fort Worth.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity, forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
To the lineup for your home team.
107 left in the third quarter. Here's Hero. Pass to Towns. Hero the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Fort Worth. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Carr. Outside for Murray. Towns with the steal. George with the ball. Brooks covering. For the tie. The second effort. Goes back up. The rebound by Turner.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Murray. Fires the three. Fort Worth with another miss. It could go. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Fort Worth leads by just 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fort Worth leading by 3. And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Fort Worth let me know the status. And this is an unfortunate injury, potentially devastating. But he's already come back into the game. How about that, Kevin?
Thank you, David. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker, Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Pass to Tatum. It's deflected. Now White. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Good D by Lopez. And here's Middleton. Here's Holland. Back to Middleton. Clock at 6. Middleton on the wing. Here's Sharp. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
Pass to Giddey. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Now Tatum. Rebound by Brook Lopez.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Back to Middleton. Middleton is doubled. Pass to Giddey. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Now, here's Sean. Light covering. Giddey, no good. Now White. Outside Tatum. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Fort Worth moving the ball around. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Outside for Durant. Off target with his three.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Pat. Shoots from the elbow. Again, Fort Worth.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
How about the body control Kevin Durant has? My goodness gracious. Takes the punishment and makes the shot anyway.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Pack. Can't nail the jumper. At the top of the key, Durant. Right side Towns. It's stolen by White. Inside, Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
The three from KD.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, great job moving the rock by Hero. Not a ball stopper. Tyler is a team player.
Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Max got 7 points here in this quarter.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Pass to Holmgren. Paul George with the steal. And stolen by Tatum. And now Fort Worth on the break. And the dunk by Kispert.
Well, you love to see Jason Tatum using his length and athleticism to make plays defensively. That's nice.
A three-pointer, no good. Fort Worth leading by 9. Tatum on the wing. .133 left in the game. Shoots from 12. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Driving in.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now, this guy is cooking.
And Daniels up top. And Durant comes to help. Now, here's Kispert. 6 to shoot. In the corner. Tatum with it. The three is drilled by Tatum.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for Fort Worth.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for P.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
Oh, nice ball movement. Hero's an underrated passer. Makes great decisions.
Pass to Holmgren. Daniels with it. Tatum wide open. He fires one. So Fort Worth wins it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled